Now the news, I'm Zhou Fang. Sitting U.S. President Donald Trump has approved an emergency declaration for Washington, D.C. from Monday through January 24th. The move comes after authorities warned of security threats to U.S. President-elect Joe Biden's inauguration next week. The declaration allows the Department of Homeland Security and Federal Emergency Management Agency to coordinate with local authorities as needed. U.S. House Republicans have blocked a Democratic request to bring up a resolution calling for U.S. Vice President Mike Pence to start the 25th Amendment process of removing President Donald Trump from office. House Democrats sought agreement to immediately bring up the resolution for debate, but Republicans stopped it on a voice vote. The Democratic-controlled House is expected to take up the matter as early as Wednesday. Passage would make Trump the only president in U.S. history to be impeached twice. North China's Hebei province reported 40 locally transmitted COVID-19 cases and 26 asymptomatic cases on Monday. 39 of the local cases were discovered in the provincial capital Shijiazhuang. 2 were previously asymptomatic. 305 locally transmitted cases remain in hospitals in Hebei as of Monday. A World Health Organization official says that the mission of the research team to arrive in China is to find scientific answers. Health Emergencies Program Chief Michael Ryan also says understanding the origins of the new coronavirus is not about finding somebody to blame. The WHO's technical lead for COVID-19, Maria Van Kerkhove, adds that the research studies will go where the initial patients were identified, and they are also working with different networks. An international expert team of the WHO will arrive in China on Thursday to conduct joint research with Chinese scientists to trace the origin of the new coronavirus. China says it supports all member states in conducting cooperation on the animal origin of the virus under the leadership of the WHO. An expert with the World Health Organization's mission to China says they do not rule out the possibility that the initial spread of COVID-19 may have occurred in other countries. The virus was first detected in the central Chinese city of Wuhan in December 2019, but recent studies have showed that Italy, the United States, and France may have had COVID-19 cases before any were detected in China. The new coronavirus has since spread all over the world and killed more than 1.9 million people worldwide. Chinese Foreign Minister Wang Yi says China will presently deliver COVID-19 vaccines to Myanmar and stands ready to further carry out vaccine cooperation. He made the remarks during talks with Myanmar's president yesterday. Wang also called on both sides to push forward the construction of the China-Myanmar Economic Corridor. Wu Wenming vowed to deepen the ties and advance cooperation with China in sectors including COVID-19 vaccine, culture, and tourism. World leaders have urged action to better protect biodiversity on the planet at an environment summit in Paris. UN Secretary-General Antonio Guterres stressed the need for sustainable financing to ensure the protection of biodiversity. Development banks and states pledged $14 billion over the next 4 years to build a Great Green Wall to help contain desertification in Africa's northern Sahel region. The Great Green Wall project covers a strip of land stretching 8,000 kilometers from the Atlantic to the Red Sea. Chinese Vice Premier Han Zheng attended the event via video link. He called on all countries to make joint and swift efforts to push forward the building of a shared future for all life on Earth. The United States has added Cuba to the list of state sponsors of terrorism, a move that might constrain the incoming Joe Biden administration's efforts to reshape relations with Havana. Cuba was first put on the list in 1982. The Barack Obama administration officially removed it from the list in May 2015, clearing a major obstacle to re-establishing diplomatic ties between the former Cold War rivals. U.S. media earlier reported that the Trump administration had considered returning Cuba to the list before leaving office. And that's the news. I'm Zhou Fang.